About a year into his second term now, President Trump has taken, as we've all watched, significant action to follow through on his campaign promise of ramping up deportations. We've seen that play out here in the state of Texas, a state with one of the largest immigrant populations in this country. In fact, one piece of data, nearly 1 in 4 arrests since last January has happened in Texas. That information is according to ICE. And part of the president's big strategy has involved deputizing some local and also state police forces through a decades-old federal program. Our Ken Molestina tonight with what that program is and how much it has grown here in Texas over the last 12 months.
287G agreement is not a crime deterrent. The 287G agreement does not keep our people safer. The 287G agreement is an agreement that allows even more racial profiling in Dallas County. More stop and frisking.
A couple of months ago, the 287G program made headlines locally when news broke that Dallas Police Chief Daniel Comeau had rejected a $25 million offer from ICE to enroll. The news prompted calls for a review from Mayor Eric Johnson.
I've heard wildly different things about what the program does and how it operates.
And protests from immigrant advocates.
Dallas, we have a choice. We can build walls of fear or bridge the trust.
Ultimately, though, Dallas PD did not reconsider turning down ICE's offer.
But today, more than 1,000 law enforcement agencies across the country are enrolled in 287G, a program that has only grown under the Donald Trump administration. Typically, though, enforcing immigration laws is the job of federal authorities. But since 1996, state and local law enforcement agencies have been able to partner with the Department of Homeland Security to carry out some immigration duties, either in the field or in jails, through 287G. If an agency enrolls, some officers are trained by ICE to perform certain immigration officer functions.
The program has long been controversial, with some worried it leads to racial profiling and it drains local police resources. DPD Chief Cuomo cited that concern during a November council hearing on the issue.
You take 250 officers away from patrol, it would hurt us really bad. Call times would skyrocket.
Tarrant County has been enrolled in the jail model of 287G for years. When I spoke with Sheriff Bill Wayburn several months ago about the program, he told me there are a lot of misconceptions.
Nobody's raiding elementaries or schools or churches, and in fact, they're not using the term raid at all. They're using the term selected targets that are criminal. I want people to know that they're going after selected targets that are criminals.
Thanks in part to financial incentives offered by the federal government, like the $25 million that was offered to DPD. This program has dramatically grown across the country and in Texas. In December of 2024, there were 26 287G agreements in the state total. As of last month, there were 254, and that number is only going up. A state law passed last year requires nearly all county sheriffs to enter into a 287G agreement. Counties must be in compliance by December 1st of this year.
I'm Ken Molestina, CBS News, Texas.